the face of a pulled out panda. Now I'm not sure on that one, because where we're in Africa would they have seen a panda? So is that myth or is it legend? Only you can decide.
You'll see it in a minute. Their face, black and
They
white
are some
face.
strange looking creatures, I must admit.
They're very odd.
Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to make our way up over the top of the hill. Now,
Hi peeps, we're the Curnow family. I'm Andrew.
I'm Gemma, and this is Lorelei.
Yeah.
You say hello?
Say hello, Lorelei. Hello. Right peeps, we are now on the safari bus, ready for the tour. For wheelchair users and things like that, there is a little shelter thing there. That's where our pram and my mobility chair is. And then you load up. This is basically a car park. So as long as you got your ticket previous, main car park. Look, it's just yeah. Lorelai's in the mood.
Say hi. Say hi.
So yeah, there's only about 40 of us tops, and this takes like 90, so there's plenty of space. But I'd recommend upstairs because you're going to see so much more. So yeah, enjoy, people.
well, it's exactly in front of us.
Here we go,
It's
Rose.
what's known to us as the dreaded drop-down ramp. Now, when this ramp was built, it was never made actually wide enough for a double-decker bus. So folks, you just do me a big favour and breathe in for me. I need about 1/4 of an inch either side, but if you do hear the sound of scraping metal, could you just breathe in a little bit more for me? Right guys, here we go. If you wouldn't mind breathing in.
Here's
Now,
the
if I
lights out
forget
thing
to
ready
say
for
breathe
later.
out, don't worry, I am a trained first aider. That's great guys, you can now breathe out, and thank you for that one. That means I've still got a job for tomorrow. Now, like I said, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome
Look at
to
that light up place.
Longleat Safari Bus.
We're gonna see that
Now,
properly
before
later.
we get to safari,
That's
I have
wicked.
to do health and safety. Now, if you can refrain from smoking or vaping on the vehicle, as this is now illegal to do so. Also, on the upper and the lower decks, you'll notice there are black bags. Now, if you could place all your rubbish for me, please, across the whole of the tour into those black bags, I would be very grateful. Just gets me home 5 minutes earlier. Now, one thing we're not allowing on the vehicles this year is food, but you can have a drink of any kind, as long as it has a screwed lid or a sealed cup. Now, as we're driving around this afternoon, there may be times where I can just pull to the side of the road so that you can get some pictures of our animals. Now, if we do, I will either say handbrake on or foot brake on. Now, once I've said either one of those two, you can move around the vehicle freely to get the best pictures you possibly can. And then, just as I'm about to pull away, I will either say handbrake off or foot brake off. Now, once I've said either one of those two, if you wouldn't mind returning to your seats, then we can continue with the tour. Now, one of the most important ones to me as the driver is please do not stand at the top of the stairs. For the simple reason is I can predict what the animals will do, but I cannot predict what members of the general public will do in their own cars. So if you wouldn't mind not standing at the top of the stairs, again, I'd be very grateful. And last but not least, if there is an incident of any kind, as we're driving around the safari park this afternoon, please remain seated and await your instructions from myself. So that's all the health and safety. Now a potted history of how it all began. Now, Longleat Safari Park opened in April 1966. It was an idea between the late sixth markers of it, named them White Sox. Because if you look at the patination on the skin, it goes down as far as the knees, and from the knees downwards, it actually looks like white socks. Now, can anybody actually tell me what colour their tongues are?
Blue.
Well,
Blue.
they're either black or deep purple. And that is to stop them getting sunburn of the tongue when they're browsing in the acacia trees in the wild. Now, believe it or not, they have the same amount of vertebrae in their necks as we do in our backs, which is 7. Now, Rothschild giraffe have no vocal cords.
You get to see them in
They will
the
actually
shed.
communicate by the tapping
You
of
get to
the
see them in
neck.
the shed.
And over the years, Longleat has bred
When did you do that?
I can't remember, but you walk up to the top of the shed.
because there are less than 1,000 of these now left
Oh, yeah,
in
you
the
can see them
wild. And the group name for a giraffe is known as a tower.
I've got the camera
It's a
sorted
tower
out,
of
right?
giraffe. Also, just there is somebody we know as Zigzag. Now, Zigzag is a male Grant zebra. Now,
Oh, yeah,
he's
yeah.
only borrowed. He's going back tomorrow.
See the zebra down
Right,
there?
so what we're going to do now, we're going to drop down into African Village properly. Now, we are going to be stopping here shortly, but I must remind my guests, this is going to be the last toilet stop before we go on safari properly. And as you disembark from the vehicle, guys, if you look to your right, you will see the facilities in front of you. It's ladies to the right, because they're always right, and gentlemen to the left. Now, behind there is Lima Walkway. Also, to your left-hand side, we have our African painted dogs. And to your right-hand side, there is a viewing area where you can see the grand zebras, Maasai ostrich, also the black wildebeest. And just there on your right-hand side, we have the watering hole. If you did want to get yourselves a hot drink or a cold drink, by all means do. Now, I've got it coming up to nearly 10 past 2, so if I can have everybody back to the bus, please, seated in the same seats that you've come up in by 2:30, that's 2:30.
Here's the
Male
ostrich.
or female. Now, we
Fastest
know
of
we
its
have
breed,
9
50
females
mile an hour,
because they are
quite
the lighter
impressive.
coloured bird. And down here on your
And then
right-hand
there's
side will be
a
young
guard.
Victor. Victor is the darker feathered bird with the white plumage to the wingtip and
And
also
down here we've
to
got
the
some
tail.
mischief sitting in our way at the minute, so you'll see them in a minute.
Never seen monkey drive through so empty, actually. Now, also coming down on your right hand side, we have the Grant zebras. Now, the Grant zebras. Good afternoon, Stacey. Oh, hello, Stace. Go and say hello to the guests. Go on. Go on. You should talk. No, she's not bothering this afternoon. We used to have a cabin, but unfortunately he wasn't doing what he was paid to do. That's why we got Victor. Now, just here on your right hand side are the Grant zebras. Now, the Grant zebras are the smallest of the zebra family, and no two patinations on the Grant zebras are the same. And this is something we call at Longleat the confusion effect, because their main predator, which is lion, is actually colourblind. So what the herd will do, they will encircle into a group so that the predator cannot pick out the sick or the wounded animals. Now, zebras do have excellent eyesight, and they also have very good hearing, because that is the black wildebeest and also the white-tailed gnu. Different areas will call them by one of those two names. Wouldn't want to get too close to those two, I must admit.
Oh, and there's also a big thing with the horns.
There we go. So I'm going to stop in the hollow, guys. I'll try and knock this,
Yeah.
knock this heron down that stood in the middle of the road, of course. Now, if you look into our flock of flamingos, you may see some greyish-coloured birds. Well, they are actually this year's chicks, and they won't turn pink until they're at least 2 years of age. Now, you will often see a flamingo standing on one leg. Now, that is to conserve energy, also to conserve heat. And the last section of a
These ones, if
flamingo
you've
to
heard
turn
of the
pink
babies,
when it's fully mature
turn
is
pink for a while.
actually the crown of the head. And the group name for a flamingo is known as a flamboyant. It's the flamboyance of flamingos. Also there we have our African weapons, and the weapon is the horn. Look at the 2.5 twist on the base of the horn. that actually comes to a point, because that is what gives them their strength. Because they are the only members of the antelope family that will stand and defend against unlimited rain.
Here's the vulture as well.
It has to break down that diseased meat fairly quickly. Otherwise the juice will then run into the watercourse.
Very impressive.
And then
bird.
it does affect us as humans. The worst disease we can get from it is something known as anthrax. Monkeys that wander around here for most of the day actually
being fed in the car.
wind. No, it doesn't hurt them. It's not like alcohol with me and you. We go, oh my God, I'm never going to do it again. Goes through their system fairly quickly, and of course the keepers know exactly which ones they are, because they're the ones that will be staggering around the compound. Yeah, they're just opening the door up to let them in. The ones we have are actually direct descendants from the original 8 breeding pairs. Now, coming down on your left and your right hand side, we have those ones that have always got the hump, of course. And that is the Bactrian camel. Now, another question coming, folks. Where's the largest population of camel in the world?
Egypt.
No, I'll give you a clue. Begins with an A, and you're quite right. You didn't let me do the punchline then. They say good day, mate. Here you go. It is actually Australia. Now, what it was the Chinese that introduced the Australians to the camel, because as we know, they're great pack animals. And what they were used for, they were actually used to build their railways. And once the railways had been completed, they were allowed to go wild, hence the largest population. Now, you will notice that some of ours have got what we call a hump drop. Now, don't be alarmed by it. It happens a lot in captivity. Because there is a plentiful water supply here at Longleat, it is 98% fat and 2% water, so much thinner, because they are worked extremely hard. They're used for their meat, also for their milk. But one thing the tribesmen will do to the ancole is they actually bleed the ancole. They will then mix the blood with the milk. And this allegedly will give them the extra protein shake that they require. Now those horns will grow to use for browsing, also for feeding. Right, I am now going to hold it there on the foot brake, guys, so if you want to get some pictures, by all means do. Because as I'm saying, now their main quarry in the wild is snake. They are snake hunters, small lizards. Now, over the years, those two have been very good to us. They've hatched 6 chicks. The last one, which was now fully mature, has now left us, and he's gone to a zoo in Malaysia. Because what Longleat is all about is the conservation of the species. Right, I'm gonna, in a minute, I'm just gonna come down a bit further and then I'll hold so that you can take some pictures, guys. Oh, he's having a cuddle. Now, does anybody want to get out and stroke one?
Yeah, I will.
Right, yeah. Is your life insurance up together? Now, the tiger is the only member of the big cat family that actually enjoys water. Now, I do emphasise the big cats because I know some of the smaller cats, especially the jaguar, will spend time in water. Now these do have their own pond in here, which is used on a regular basis, because they are the only members of the big cat family that actually has webs between their toes, which makes them the excellent. Right, there are some more in that side paddock, but they've not been naughty. I'll explain why in a minute, guys. I had to look first. Now I've got a lioness that's wandering across on my right hand side. Right, I've got another one walking through the woods on my right hand side as well. There we are, guys.
Well, you got your side.
Gets a little bit eerie in here when the light starts to fade. There's one scowling behind a tree on my right hand side. There we go, there's Simba there. So where's Klaus hiding to?
You see Simba?
Yeah, they're getting ready. They're getting ready for those slider gates to open. They know it's time when to go to bed.
Yeah.
Right, if you want any pictures, guys, I'm just going
Yeah,
to
because
hold it
we
there
had
for
Simba
you.
first.
I've got a lovely picture over here on my right hand side of a lioness sat in the. Oh no, she's not sat. She's going to walk across the road, I reckon. Yeah, well, that one in there. That is Jumba, and that one there is Sylvester. Now they. Oh, hello.
Getting ready for feed.
I'm staying here because I've got a lion walking down the road. Come on, hurry up, young lady.
Waiting at the gate at Basin.
This is Lindy coming down here on my. She ain't quite made up her mind where she's going yet. Now you can get out and stroke one. She's just coming down there, look, guys.
There she is.
There you go, look. Now, those three you can see in the side paddock. They've not been naughty. I'll tell you why. Now, we have 2 castrated male lions in there, and we also have a female known as E. Now, unfortunately, E has lost her confidence. She's being bullied by the rest of the pride. So what the lead keepers decided to do was put the family back together, because the 2 castrated male lions are E's brothers. Their names are Sylvester and Jumba. Now it's going quite well. She is gradually getting her confidence back. Now the way you can tell a castrated male is they've got a much larger head and they've also got broader shoulders. And once a male lion has been castrated, that male lion can no longer produce the chemical known as testosterone, which allows them to grow a mane. Now it will often grow, but it will most of the time fall out. He's looking at something. There's a pheasant about once back.
Oh yeah.
Now that's Jumba there. You can always tell Jumba he's lost the end of his tail. Oh, here's Klaus. Look, over on your right hand side there. Coming through the trees. There you go, look. Let's just hold it there a minute. Oh, well, alright, suit yourself then. Come down a little bit, look. There you go. Is that better?
No, you put a tree in the way.
Don't thank me. It's the animals that's doing the work, not me. He's up to something.
You see him?
I reckon something sprayed there, I reckon. Now the lion. Now the lion is the second largest member of the big cat family. They can grow up to 250 kilos in weight, and they can also reach that length of 3 meters. Now a lion is a little bit like a tiger in the respect that a lion also has a unique fingerprint. But the lion's unique fingerprint is the whiskers, because no 2 paternations of lion's whiskers are the same. Excuse me. Which gives them their unique fingerprint. Oh, Larry, that won't take long. There you go, look. There you go. 2 seconds. That long, eh? Now, let me go back to the emails. Now, what guests don't realise is that a lion will sleep up to 20 hours a day. But by the time that lion has reached the age of 13, that lion would have slept for 11 of those 13 years. Now, they sleep even longer here at Longleat because they don't have to hunt for their food. The food is actually given to them.
There's another one. The
Now, you're going to
Longleat,
get
is it?
very close to a lion here, mate. Oh, guys, I'll get rid of that Volkswagen. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. she's maybe decided to had enough of him. There's 2 more over there, look. Come on, mate, get out of my way. Alright, big lad. Okay. Look at that, look. I do get so frustrated.
Yeah, alright, this one's about to have a crack, man.
Right, here's Harry, look. If you want a picture of Harry, you ain't gonna get a lot closer than that.
I don't know how big they are, do you?
No, until you're right up against them. That's it.
We are, look. Now, a lioness will come into season every 3 to 4 months for roughly 3 to 10 days. Action lions, and now we're going to go into tackle. They will take down a fully grown male wildebeest. They will strip that wildebeest of all meat, including bone, in 15 minutes. Yes, they are carnivores, but they're also scavengers. And they are lions' worst enemy, because they will go underneath the pride of lions and actually steal the lion's prey away from them. There you are, guys.
Pacer.
That's one animal I wouldn't want to go in with.
There we are.
So, right, what we're going to do now, we are going to leave Hyena, and now we're going to head off into Wolfwoods.
I've seen loads of carcasses.
There you go, guys. There's a pack of wolves. Oh, here's the last one, just come in. This is Hazel. She's always late. There's Hazel, look, just going down the side. There you go, look, guys. Now, wolves is we do not crossbreed between our animals. Every animal I've shown you this afternoon has a pure bloodline. So those 2 are now the future of the Longleat wolf pack. And as Meg gives birth to pups, the 7 that we've seen will gradually leave us. They will go on to other collections. Now, before we had the grey wolf, we used to have 3 Canadian timber wolves, and their names were Alf, Vic, and Dave. Now, unfortunately, those 3 have now passed away, but they left us a legacy. Might not look much to you, but it means a lot to us. On your right-hand side,
Hey peeps, we've now made it on the boat. We're going to go around and see some monkeys, hippos, all sorts here, so it should be fun. So I shall get back to you. See you in a moment.
The sun's blessed them. It's been quite cold down here on the lake.
Oh yeah.
If you're looking at a sea lion, you are looking the wrong way. Hippos are way more exciting than a sea lion. Trust me. And it's very rare that we see the hippos. They do have access indoors, not going to force them to be outside. A lot of the time they do spend inside in the night. So the fact they're outside enjoying the sun is not short of a miracle, actually. And we have 2. We have Hubert at the front as well. Look at that. So Alfie is the tallest. He's about 6 foot. Hubert probably our shortest. He's about 5 foot
Spin us around so we can see.
I hate to break it to you that if I'm told what's a load of rubbish. The whales like to sit there and watch the world go by. They are very dangerous, however they don't actually put that to use unless they absolutely have to. Now our dominant male Keisho, he is a silverback, but a silverback isn't a sign of maturity. It is a sign of maturity, but it isn't a sign of a dominant male. So you see that we have 2 silverbacks outside. Both of those are not dominant males. What makes Keisho the dominant male is he has a big...
Where are they? They're very vocal, aren't they?
Yeah, she said the one that was there on his own lived till 50 something. I think it's 2018 he died.
Oh,
So So then they've changed it to these 6 area or whatever.
I ain't got nothing. No, I ain't got nothing. Oh, empty. He's very good, isn't he?
Your hands in. Nice girl. Are they fun?
Oh.
Are they fun? Are they? They're noisy, aren't they? That's what we can hear in the mornings and the night. You see the crocodile?
Right, peeps. We've now made it into the crocodile enclosure, so let's go for a quick paddle, I think. When it zoom. I can zoom.
Take them round.
So get round a bit closer. You might have to try and do that a minute.
Take the
I
picture.
gotta,
You take your...
yeah. Get my stick. You're not tracking me very well. There we go. Sheesh. Flippy there. Try and get a bit closer a minute, chat. Alright. Spin you guys around. There we are.
We'll get a bit closer in a minute. Hang on.
Nice and warm in here. Doing me the world of good.
Yeah, hang on.
Just got to be jumped in front of it. Getting low on the old battery as well. 12%, 11%. I'll cut you off a minute, peeps. Back in a sec. Right. Spin you around a minute so you're a bit closer.
Can you see her?
Yeah, hang on.
Pretty cool. We're into the otters now, so let's see if we can find them. I reckon it could be because they got an outside thing, although we walked past that outside just a minute ago. But I don't know. I don't know what's in here. Deep though. Jem's reading something on them. Anything? No. We gotta be outside then or hiding, yeah. We got a massive indoor enclosure thing. It's huge, but then you can see, turn you around. Oh no, not the shade, my bad. Just up there, there's a little shutter and it goes outside to a bit that we've seen on the way in. So we shall go on to the next bit. We'll go and check. On to the koala peeps. One of the best. Some people used to laugh at me doing the old Aussie impression. I used to say, when I grow up, I want to be a koala bear. But yeah, spin your own bit and you can have a ganders. It's just sat there, just chilling. Curled up because I expect he's cold, even though he's fluffy. I'll come around to another angle on it. Bring you back to me for a second. I'm really low. It's getting low on the old battery. I should have. Yeah. Who? On here as well. Oh, them. Yeah, I didn't even see. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I cut off then. There's a little possum in here as well. Just there. Pretty sure it's a possum. Wallaby's a bit bit bigger. Because they're like baby kangaroos, wallabies.
No, they're long-nosed.
Oh, that's the things that were in
Yeah.
the other one that weren't anywhere in there.
No, they're in here.
Right, okay. Take it back. They're long nose. Where does it say it again? Long nose petoro or something, or potoro. Poturu. What's that then? Nothing. Alright, cool. Got excited over nothing. Never mind. Not the first. This koala house entrance there. And they've got care room in here. These are adopted ones or something. Alright.
Yes, I'll pick you up in a minute. Hang on, you've got to wait.
Shall have a gander a minute, peeps. Anything? Oh, he's in his little carry case down there.
Come here then.
Hard to see, but I can't zoom you in for some reason because I'm face thingy, it won't let me zoom.
You must be poorly.
Bless. Right. I'll cut you off again a minute, back in a sec, peeps. It's one of the largest burrowers. Quite a big boy. It's a beauty. Had a good sniff around. Or I was trying to copy him.
He's cleaning.
Not
I
sure.
think he's trying to look for some food. He's very wet.
Had a bath.